The guy that hacked FTX is currently one of the richest people in the world. I wonder what their plan is.
FTX was hacked?
Pretty sure SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried is behind it.
I don't think so.
Why? He's been certified a fraud.
He is a fraud, but he's not that silly to steal money he can't use.
Not him directly. He can hide the money in a zillion proxy accounts. He definitely already has.
Everyone is watching that account. My money is on employees, former or current.
It's alleged to be an inside job by the owner.
He's already in deep trouble. Why would he steal money he can't use?
To hide money trail. He can't use it in FTX, but can use it elsewhere, so long as it can't be tracked using official means.
FBI is watching though.
If it was an ordinary person with no tech knowledge, sure. But a guy who became a billionaire through encryption? Tough even for FBI.
I'm currently watching a mini-doc about the FTX disaster on Cold Fusion. Sam really effed up.
I watched another one similar.
Dude was playing League of Legends, while on a call to discuss a $210 million investment. Laughing my ass off.
In his defense, that's pocket change for him. His companies were transacting up to 10 billion in a day. Laughing my ass off.
Laughing my ass off.
He'll just wiggle it around, and return it. He can pump small coins, and dump them time to time.
That might be a lot of money. Cha-ching, money bags.
How does $600 million worth of crypto make him one of the richest people? You people just be tweeting shit. He is one of the largest Ethereum holders, not one of the richest people.
If you have $600 million, you'll be considered rich though.
If you try to log in FTX, it shows user 503 error. That's when software is being updated. That's an inside job.
This smells like an inside job.
Sam Bankman-Fried is just the front face here.
It was not a hack. It was an insider's trading scandal that unraveled a conspiracy to defraud FTX token holders. To make it simple, the hype bubble became too big, and it had to burst.
WEF don't need the money. It's a strategic move to introduce a government digital currency by the Federal Reserve.
If you thought it was over after yesterday's bankruptcy for FTX, think again. FTX just got hacked for almost $400 million. All funds are drained. All balances are zero. Insane.
Hundreds of millions of dollars are now flowing out of FTX wallets. Some speculate liquidators, but it's late on a Friday night, not typical times for such rapid, heavy movements. Some withdrawals are being swapped from Tether to DAI. Hack or insider actions? $26 million here. Recipient wallet here. They seem to be moving everything. After swapping USDT for DAI, more censorship resistant, they just swapped $44 million of STETH for ETH, eating huge slippage. This is super sketchy. No liquidator would be taking actions like this. Somebody sent an on-chain message to the recipient account with 4-byte selector 0x3D241FF, which is the hash of function name, rug pull all, great stuff. Here's the debank profile to get a bird's eye view of all the assets.
How it appears so far. Midway summary, Hacker 1. Clear black hat, Hacker 2. Possible white hat, Hacker 3. Multisig of possible white hat.
Thanks intern bro.
What a good intern.
Oh no. Crypto turns out to be a fraud? Who knew? Oh. Everyone? Happens all the time? Awkward.
Inside job.
Quote. Hacked.
Breaking. FTX official and FTX US's wallets appear to be hacked, with over $600 million leaving the exchange, for CoinDesk. FTX has stated, in its official Telegram channel, that it had been hacked, instructing users not to install any new upgrades, and to delete all FTX apps. Many FTX wallet holders are also reporting that they are seeing $0 balances in their FTX.com and FTX US wallets.
Did it go to Ukraine?
No, to the Bahamas.
Quote. Hacked.
Exactly. As if they don't got incentive to do one last, literal rug pull, before it all goes under.
I trust SBF about as much as I do Duke One at this point.
Laughing my socks off, they are definitely, quote, hacking themselves. Laughing my ass off, this is my most liked tweet.
The hits just keep coming.
Hadji staking their coin. This just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. You can't make this stuff up.
Except they did. The dog ate my homework, except on an international scale.
Quote, hacked. Nice try, Sam.
I can't wait to watch this Netflix doc.
So it's a scam is what you're saying. Laughing my ass off.
FTX collapse so far. 1. SBF sells equity at 50% discount to employees. 2. FTX faces liquidity crunch, Binance offers bailout. 3. Binance backs out. 4. FTX files for bankruptcy. 5. FTX mysteriously hacked for $1 billion plus on a Friday night. Is this the biggest fraud in history?
Yep.
Reminds me of a helicopter ride in Indonesia.
So far.
6. Ponzi chief flees on private jet.
BitConnect.
Unless FTX comes up with $77 billion, the answer is no. That honor goes to Enron.
If you count their bad bets, it is very close actually. There is a reason why Binance backed out.
I left Twitter for 1 hour, and FTX got hacked. And drained. Laughing my ass off. This season is obviously scripted, no way this much drama could happen in 1 week. Currently, we only have 2 major suspects, 4 who might be behind the hack.
Disgraceful reporting by the New York Times on FTX. It portrays SBF as a charitable entrepreneur who went under, and does not mention the words fraud, criminal, substance abuse, friends and family Bahamas KYC racket, hack, stolen funds, or wiped servers anywhere. Accounting backdoor, pump and dumps, inside jobs, market manipulation, fraudulent creative accounting, Ponzi schemes, spending other people's money, political donations, Gary Gensler, regulatory shit show, market crash, no mention of any of that, zilch, narder. The NYT author, Yoff Bellany, wrote about SBF, as if he were writing a cozy article in the lifestyle section, instead of reporting on the successor of Bernie Madoff. How much did you get paid for that piece?
What a disgraceful piece of journalism.
It's absolutely bananas that they published this with a straight face.
Dude, I'm sure SBF's connections bought that press release.
You read the fine print, my man?
Fine prints should have same word count as 1 tweet.
Sam Bankman-Fried donated hundreds of millions of dollars, stolen from FTX customers, to politicians and related organizations. The New York Times, Washington Post, and Reuters are now whitewashing his actions, which have ruined millions of lives. Propaganda and corruption in action.
He's a fraud. Period.
If only his investment team were as good as his PR team.
This is why Samuel isn't going to prison. They just keep framing him into a sweet-natured guy, who was just unfortunately in over his head. Poor guy.
Sick of the lies from FTX. I tried to transfer my Solana to my hard wallet for weeks leading up to this. It conveniently failed, over and over, with no explanation as to why.
I read the 30-page FTX bankruptcy court filing. How bad were FTX's internal controls? Here are the worst examples. Points down to tweet thread. 1. Employees submitted expense reimbursements over chat. A random manager would accept or reject those reimbursements with an emoji. 2. Related party loans. Alameda Research, FTX's hedge fund, gave Sam Bankman-Fried a $1 billion personal loan. They also loaned Director of Engineering, Nishad Singh, $543 million. 3. Very few records were kept. Most decisions were made over chat, with the messages automatically deleted after a certain time. For FTX, a company valued at $32 billion, never had board meetings. Neither did most of the subsidiaries. 5. FTX had no cash management system. Management had no idea how much cash was on hand, at any given time, or even where all their cash was. 6. FTX didn't keep proper records of who they employed. Employees and contractors commingled throughout the different companies, without proper documentation of how they spent their time. Certain employees can't be located, which could mean that some employees were fake. 7. Corporate funds were used to purchase personal use real estate. And employees and executives put their names on homes, purchased with company funds. 8. Crypto deposited by customers weren't even recorded on the balance sheet. Presumably, all crypto assets just went into one central slush fund, used for whatever. 9. The filing makes clear that Sam Bankman-Fried does not speak for the company, and that his erratic and misleading public statements should not be disregarded. 10. Want more? Subscribe to Grit. Grit Capital. Points to video description.
gritcapital.substack.com.
Holy cow. Not really up to the GAAP or IFRS standards. Sounds like a group of friends that were just playing Monopoly with other people's money, and they made up their own rules. Slap's own face.
Who was their auditor? How did this pass an audit?
Their auditor advertised themselves as the first auditing firm based in the metaverse. And no, I am not joking.
I don't think they had an auditor. Sounds like they didn't even have a finance department.
Wall Street Journal, WSJ.com headline, FTX auditors doubled as crypto industry cheerleaders.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and slap that notification bell.